welcome back, actually.
I should say welcome back to you.
Welcome back. Thank you for inviting us back again. and it's been the first time we had part one was very in depth conversation, and we got an opportunity to really explore not only Happy Buds but also Happy Corks history and things like that, and then some of your personal background as well and
Absolutely.
achievements, right?
Yep.
So two things I want to get into right away, but before we get into that, all right, and I know I'm switching off topic from what we were discussing not too long ago, and I want to circle back,
Uh-huh.
right, because you said something that just sparked my interest. But before we begin, how does it feel? Uh, like, how does it feel to know that you're the face of these black brands?
Well, I'm not the face of the black brands.
Well, you're the face as the person that housed 80% of these brands out
Right.
there. So when I did the research, it seems though you have the most black brands when it
Not
comes to
seems. It
it
is.
is.
It is.
So how does it feel to know that?
It feels great. It feels good. But I do think, there's still so much more. I'm always like, what else is there and what more can we do?
Right.
But it feels good because it's not, it's not a typical thing.
Right.
It's not like in stores, you go into any store and you're like, oh my gosh, it's just like, you wouldn't go into like a typical wine store and be
Right.
like, 90% of this is white owned. You know what I mean? So it's for me, as much as like this is a beautiful thing to say, but I also want to be known as we just carry an amazing assortment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be people coming in there specifically, and which is great. But I want people to understand that the reason why that these brands are there is because there's such great brands.
But you also
And by the
select
way, they're
them.
black owned.
Right, but you also select them.
Yes.
So you have a part in creating their story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you should feel a certain way,
I
right?
do feel a certain way. I do
Yeah.
feel good. It's a
Yeah.
good feeling.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
See, that's what I wanted to hear.
It's a
Yeah.
good. It's a good feeling because you just like a lot of the times when I'm backstory with like a lot of the brands is kind of like, wow, thank you for giving us a chance, and I'm just like, but your brand is so good. Why would no one else do it? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So for me, I love when like a brand is like, I'm in 20 stores now
Yeah.
because the first place I was at Happy Cork. So that's a great feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So if you would if you wanted to characterize like your style of leadership, but before then, because let me circle back with something for real quickly. When it comes to the brands, when did you know that? When did you know that this is something that we're gonna take off? When it was it when you land your first successful brand, or was it a feeling from the start? When was that moment?
What moment that I knew that this was going to be great?
Right.
I think the first time we opened our doors.
From the very moment. So it wasn't a big
Yeah.
sale.
No,
It wasn't
no.
okay. So
I
what
knew
made
what
it
I
special?
wanted to do. I
Right.
knew what I wanted to do. And I knew, I mean, at the time, we literally had one brand on our shelves that I was like, this is our black owned brand. But I knew what was to come
Right.
and what I was going to create and what was going to happen. And I think even with opening, it was kind of like, okay, you're open now, but the aesthetic of the store, it's not only do we like house these brands, but this aesthetic and the community surrounding it. And I mean, from the onset of people coming in, it was just like, this is for us.
Right.
So I think that's when I knew we were creating something that was going to be golden, because it wasn't just like, ooh, I'm about to get like everybody drunk, or I'm about to get like these accolades. No, it was really for community, and it was built for the community.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute I saw the community, so they call it the sunshine experience.
Right.
I always want to give somebody some sunshine experience. So for me, I knew I was like, oh my God, I'm giving the community the sunshine experience. That's when it was like, oh yes, boo, this is it. This is going to be spectacular.
That's great. Now that's I like the fact that everything you do involves the community.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
want to rock out with our community. Our community is like the best community out there.
You plan to branch out, or you trying to stay within what you got going on right now?
Um, I think let me handle and manage what we got now. um, with of course with Happy Cork became a beast within itself.
Mm-hmm.
A girlfriend of mine was talking the other day, and I was like, I'm exhausted. We were opening up Happy Buds, and I was like talking, and she goes, "Listen, the problem is you create stuff." And then it just ends up being a beast. That's your problem. Yes, Chanel. But she was just like, I mean, with what has happened,
Mm-hmm.
community has gravitated so much towards the brand. It's just like, what else can we do besides grow what we already are doing? And then, yes, maybe later on we branch out. But for now, let's master what we've created here.
Yeah. You're doing a great job, by the
Thank
way.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
everybody's like wonderful. Every time you come in, every great personality. Every time you speak to one of the staff member or the team members, everybody's just happy. Like
We have the best team.
I
We
had
have
to
the
ask,
best
I
team.
had to ask Christine. I said, do you get angry? Like, cause she's always in a great mood.
I don't think
That's all
so.
right. Well, she's just that's the
I don't
class
think
system that
Christina's
she's in.
ever gotten angry.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think so either.
I
She
don't think so
can.
at all. Like, I don't think so.
How
I don't
would
think she
I
can.
don't think she can either. That was why I was so curious. It was
Yeah.
out of curiosity because she was always happy, bubbly. I
Yeah,
understand
I'm
she's in
really
her.
trying to think. I'm really trying to think. And no, never. I've never seen her
No,
angry. No.
no, all
No.
right, everybody. So how would you characterize your leadership? Because you're doing a great job and you're selective on the choices you make
Yes.
and the type of environment you're creating. So how would you describe it? How would you characterize your leadership?
I mean, I'm learning on the job. Like, you know, I've I tell my team all the time, I'm like, we're gonna learn together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make mistakes, they're gonna make mistakes. We have a group chat and I might be screaming in the group chat today, but tomorrow I'm like, you wanna come get a drink? Like so we're a small team. It's really about when I say it's a family, we're a family of like everyone can cuss each other out 1 minute and
Mm-hmm.
like be cool the next. But it's really my leadership style. I don't feel like is any particular style. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, let's run the business to the best of our ability. But
Mm-hmm.
also too, I think once you kind of set a tone for what you want this space to be, like it's a happy place.
Mm-hmm.
So the name says it all. So you can't be coming in here and you're like, welcome to Happy Cork.
Right,
It's as soon as you come in, it
Yeah.
should set a tone for the rest of your day. And then with the team, we all have like everyone has their own little personalities, so everyone kind of infuses into the group their own
Mm-hmm.
personality. And when I tell you, everyone is completely different from the next. But it all works and it makes sense because we are just some badass women.
Yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's a
Christine
gang of
has
you
a
guys.
whole keychain that says bad bitch, okay? That she got from Happy Buzz. Her phone case says boss bitch. Like but we are definitely, I think,
You
some
guys, yeah,
amazing women
yeah,
and everyone carries such a dope feel and vibe to
yeah,
them.
yeah. That is true. I was, I think you guys sent me something on Instagram. Well, I know you guys did, and I was watching it. It was one of those live
Oh
showings with
yeah,
some,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I was watching. I was like, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
And they were happy too. I was like, and then I was like, "Man, it's a gang load of you guys, man."
Yeah, so we have a team now of it's like 10 of us. But we were split between like Happy
The two.
Cork and Happy Buds, and it's really like everyone kind of figures out how to like work within that group.
Yeah, that's interesting. So answer this, right? You have Happy Buds, Happy Corks. You do real estate. You do interior decorating.
Yes.
Like, walk me through your day. How does it start? Like, how do you manage all that?
My day is different from like my day is different every day. But I definitely do say that for sure having like the dopest team is the biggest. That's how I start my day. I'll be like, Christine, what's on the agenda for today? Right?
Yeah.
And then Kia will be like, okay, so we're about to do this. Da, 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 da.
Mm.
We'll have a whole rundown before I actually even get
Step
ready to
out.
leave the
Right.
house.
Mhm.
And then I got two kids, so of course I got to get them ready for school,
Mhm.
breakfast, all that kind of good stuff, and then take them to school, and then my day starts. And but my day can be anything from me going to Home Depot to pick up like concrete to like me going to the flower store or coming in and entering stock or doing something as cool as
Right.
this, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it just depends on the day, but we kind of like take it by day because it's just every single day it's different, totally different.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
And with so many
Yeah.
projects going on.
And also too, we were just like we just launched our backyard at
I
Happy
saw it.
Buds.
Amazing. Amazing. I was
So
telling Christine, I said, I love the framework with the planet side.
yep.
And I was like, that's amazing. That's dope.
But that in itself, so I created that entire space. So that took me like, okay, I knew for a week I had to be off of just like the computer because I was literally outside planting and fixing and
Mm-hmm.
fixing and planting for like a week. So I knew, but then we had a deadline. We wanted to open for 420.
By the way, we didn't get the invite.
Everyone got the invite. Everyone got the invite. That's an invite that you don't need. Like that, we pushed it out. We made it public. It was not a private
Yeah,
event,
that's true. That's
which
true.
everyone came and everyone loved. So yeah, you guys.
No, it was.
I should be asking you where you were. Mhm.
That's true. Don't,
Yep.
Let's deflect for a
Yeah.
second. So I'll answer a few questions for me, right? On a personal level,
Yes.
if you had preferences, right? Tell me which one would you pick? When it comes to alcohol, light or dark?
Dark.
I'm hardcore. All right.
Dark.
All right. Happy Buds or Happy Corks?
Both. Happy. The happy brand.
The Happy brand. Okay.
They both offer such different worlds, you know.
But which vice you prefer? What's out of preference?
Both.
I like the fact that you're
I
not
love
being
a
biased.
great cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also love a great bud.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
nothing wrong with that. All right, youngest sunshine or oldest sunshine?
Both.
Why?
I think for me, I'm just kind of like I've always been like that person that's like I'm gonna enjoy life,
Mm-hmm.
and younger self was great, older self is great too, and I think it's just been great.
A good ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an amazing ride for you.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. We'll edit that out.
Good.
We'll make you look good.
I was out last night.
Happy Buds with a
I was
happy Cork?
budding. I was, it's been a night because we had an event here.
Okay.
And then after, my crazy ass friend decided to pressure me to go out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She didn't try that hard, right?
She tried though.
All right.
She tried really hard.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
it's been but I made it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
made
10
it.
minutes late, but you
Yep.
made it. Yeah.
Made it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I appreciate that.
I was actually gonna be here at 9:30, so I was very late. Very late.
Well, that's good. I think that's pretty much. I just wanted to touch base on a lot of things that personally that to get to so the audience can get to know you better. Let's break down what you have here today. Some of the assortments.
So for us, of course, with Happy Cork, a lot of the focus is definitely on these incredible brands that you can't find anywhere.
Mhm.
One of which, again, Stuyvesant Champagne, made by a Black woman from Bedford Stuyvesant. How can you go wrong with that?
Mhm.
but the line itself is it's amazing. Um, and everything that you see within each store, there's a story behind it, but it also has just the juice itself
Mm-hmm.
is what sells it. You know, you can have a great story, you can be made by 10 Black people, but the if people are not coming back for your juice, there's a problem.
There's a problem, right?
So again, we have like LVE by John Legend,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of our favorites because we actually carry the Cab and the Chardonnay exclusive to Happy Cork.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you guys definitely have to check out the IG live we did with John Legend because that was a beautiful one because of the fact that he actually really, and that's another thing too, these winemakers are so invested
Mm-hmm.
in their product that it's again one of the reasons why we have become that destination
Mm-hmm.
space. But that's one of the reasons why the wines sell. Because you, if you're invested in your product because you know it's good, you're gonna push it.
Yeah.
And then of course a whole assortment from Happy Buds, which we love. So from your sweets, honey, another big focus on women-owned brands here, Black-owned brands from Ancestral Whisper, Sweets, Earth's Dew, Shoki. These are all Black-owned brands.
Right. Every single one of them. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
except for Mender and Not Pot.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the most part, on that tray, you have an assortment of Black-owned brands.
This is amazing.
And also, too, I think what sets us apart is the fact that we are so invested in the brands themselves. We know the people behind them. We speak to them all the time. For us to be able to say, okay, well, we need some brand support, we got it because we are so invested in them that they are by law invested in us. Like they're like, no, we have to be Happy Buzz, yeah, Happy Cork, yeah.
Man, that's such amazing, man. You guys created such amazing space for you guys to operate in. Because you guys are completely operating a different space compared to other like liquor
Yes.
stores and
Yes.
and that's amazing.
Yes. I think a lot of people, I think it's a little baffling for a lot of people as to like, what are you guys doing over there? Because we are such a tiny little store that when I tell people like people are traveling to come to us, they're like my mom, she's like, they do know your store is this small, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're coming because as small as we are, the vibe, the experience that you get in there is like no other too.
I
You
saw
want
that
to
too.
come there.
Yeah, it's an energy.
It's
Even
an
when you walk in
energy.
here, it's like the energy is just like, and I said it too, like, damn, it still smells the same, sounds
Yeah.
good, it's like a good vibe. You get this warm vibe, and
Yeah.
it's just relaxing.
Yeah.
And then I saw on IG that Dame Dash came through
Yes.
and showed support.
So
yeah.
Dame Dash came through one of our amazing champagne brands, La Perroulet. Well, La Perrouillet. So she is actually, she's from America. However, she lives in the UK now. And she got diagnosed with cancer literally just after launching the champagne about a year ago. And so she hasn't been able to do a lot of press runs and even being able to get the brand out there. So I'm like, Nicole Boo, I got you. What do you need us to do?
Right.
We'll create reels. We'll give you content. We'll do whatever it is that you want us to do. We'll do it. You got us. Like, we're good. So one of the things was that Dame Dash wanted to try her champagne. So she calls me up and it's like 3:00 in the morning in the UK. And she calls me up and she's like, hey, so Dame Dash is coming tomorrow. He's coming to get champagne. At the time, we sold out of the champagne. And I was like, okay, well, we don't have it. She was like, I've already taken care of it.
Okay.
I overnighted. We literally got the champagne in and the bottles were all busted because like it was overnighted. They messed up in transit and we cleaned up the bottles and they were like, okay, Dame is on his way. I had to rush from where I was. But he was just like, I needed to come and try the champagne. And then of course, where else is she gonna send them? She's gonna send them to Happy Cork. Yeah. We could have easily have sent him some bottles of champagne,
right,
you know.
Right.
But he wanted to come out for the experience. Huge shout out to Dame for also like being able to kind of spotlight. He does have a huge platform, so being able to like spotlight a little store or a little brand like us, that is huge. But the support that he gives to small business in the Black community is like no other. So yeah, shout out to Dame
Shout
Dash
out
for
to
that.
Dane for that. Yeah, that's big.
Yep,
That's huge. Always supporting the community.
yep.
Man, you have this ecosystem that's like really amazing.
Thank
It's
you,
like really, really
thank you.
amazing. I'm proud that we got the opportunity to actually come here twice.
Twice we
I
did it
know,
twice.
So
First
it
time
got,
we got you a little nice, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you know.
yeah, a little too nice, a little too nice. But we're gonna leave
You
that
can
out.
never be too nice. You can never be too
Ah,
nice. That's
man,
why it's called the experience.
it is an amazing
Yeah.
experience,
What else you gonna tell your
in the
kids?
moment.
In the
In
moment.
the moment. Then the
I
next
mean, the
day,
next
it's
day you're
like,
like, damn, that was a good experience. But you're like, ah, maybe I should. But the good thing about it, how do
oh,
you
I
feel?
felt fine. I felt fine. Like literally, like there was no, no hangovers, no groggy feeling. It was nothing. It was just the memory was not quite there, but but besides that, I think overall everything we tried, and we tried multiple.
Yep.
So, and I'm not a mixer.
Yep. Me neither.
And so, and everything was like really flavored, like it tastes well, and it's just amazing assortments that you have.
So that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on with Happy Cork is being able to actually give amazing alcohol, but you got to know what you put in your body. So a lot of the stuff that we are like trying or selling, organic, sustainably made, um, the purest of distillers that's using what they say, what they create,
Mm-hmm.
they're using that. They're not distilling it with spirits, little try to dilute it.
Yeah.
So that's why you're getting product that you can actually drink and wake up in the morning and feel okay and feel good. So I'm always like, we got to know, especially for us, a big part of it is education.
Mm-hmm.
Because the community, we need to know what we're like drinking,
Mm-hmm.
why things don't agree with us,
Mm-hmm.
what like, for me, after I had like kids, I realized, oh, white wine doesn't do well with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, white wine doesn't do well with me. No, you got to figure out what
Why?
it is and
What's
why,
inside?
what's inside. So I stay away from highly acidic wines. But all of that, when you go to a liquor store,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's going to tell you that.
Yeah, and it's
They're
not necessarily on the brand
And
in the
it's
back of the brand.
exactly. So it's like, okay, is this one going to be highly acidic? Is one going to have more added sulfides than
Mhm.
this one? So it's really about being able to educate our community. So when you come into Happy Cork, you can get an actual like team member tell you, okay, this is what we have, and this is why you need to drink this, and let's drink that instead of this. Here's a cocktail you need to make. But the education part and the fact that you have somebody that you can come and just have a dope conversation with,
Mm-hmm.
and then leave completely educated
Mm-hmm.
with some good drink in your hand,
Mhm.
what better way?
Priceless, yeah. So you're learning about the product at the same time you're taking something home that you're gonna enjoy.
Exactly.
Priceless.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
And you're really gonna enjoy it because we definitely spend time choosing the assortment.
Yeah.
You have a lot of brands that are trying to get into the store.
Right.
I'm not saying other brands are not good. That's why they're not there. It's just we don't have any space left.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
none. I think when I bring in anything new, the whole team just looks at me like, where you gonna put this?
Right.
So yeah, we just don't have space. So we try to I try to make sure that we can like sell out of something, or if I know something's not coming back in,
Mhm.
I'll so sometimes I plan a buy, or even the buy happens
Mhm.
maybe 6 months into a year sometimes, just because trying to make space or the person's not available to sell in New York. But for sure, everything is tried. We do have our staff tasting so that the staff can taste every product, and because when you taste it, you can sell it.
Right.
So we encourage that for sure.
It's dope, man. Like I'm proud to like be a part of this. Like just coming
Yay.
by. And we getting educated as well too. Like there's a lot of things that we're learning along the way because I would have never guessed there was a location where you house this many black brands,
Right.
right? And you guys still not really out there.
No.
You still
So many people don't know about
so many
us.
people don't know.
So
Yeah.
many people don't know about us.
And that's the thing. I think that story alone should be pushed out there a lot more.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do our best to help in that part, even if
I
it's a
think
small part.
listen, the more people know,
Right.
I tell people like I'll post something on Instagram, even if one person watches it,
Mm-hmm.
that one person might come to the store because the crazy part is that like I had something that I posted recently for Happy Buds, and it was like a Gucci lighter, and I posted it, and immediately somebody wrote me and they were like, "Hey, is it still available?" And they came to the store, they got it. I mean, we like sold out of all of the Gucci lighters that day, but it was just like the power of one little person. So I'm like, we're not even. No one knows of us, you know.
No.
So wait until
You guys
everybody
still
does.
growing, man. That's the
Wait
amazing
till everyone
part.
does.
You guys gonna continue to scale. You have scalability where a lot of people don't, and it's
I
not
hope
because
so.
of the location. I mean, the location plays a part, but
Well, our location,
you still got a
forget,
small
was not
venue,
good.
right?
It was not good.
Right. So you're scaling on other variables that has to be surrounded around this business, and I think that's amazing because then that means you still have a lot of room to grow.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's
We're ready. We're ready.
You guys are definitely ready. But
Christine,
this been
you
great.
ready? We're ready.
All right. So lastly, as we know, let people know where they can reach you.
So you can reach us, well, Happy Buds, 225 Malcolm X Boulevard, or Happy Cork, 51 Buffalo Ave, and online, IG, Happy Cork Brooklyn, Brooklyn spelled out, and Happy Buds Brooklyn.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was amazing. Don't forget, part one. It's in all audio platforms, every single podcast app. We're going to have it below in the description. And this has been an amazing time we had with Sunshine. Please go check out both venues. We had an amazing time. She's an amazing host, and it was just a great experience. Thank you for tuning in. As always, my name is Stan Lane. Have a good night.